Fellow Africans, I see military coup within African Union. I see military coup within ECOWAS. I see the collapse of African Union. I see the collapse of ECOWAS and other regional bodies. I'm saying this not because I'm a prophet or related to anyone. I'm saying this because African leaders in the African Union, ECOWAS, and regional bodies don't see this is coming. They are not leading the sign. This week we have witnessed military coup in Guinea-Bissau. So it means, according to the rules of African Union, ECOWAS, Guinea will be suspended from the African Union, also from ECOWAS. So my question is, how many countries will be suspended after military coups? And why African Union is waiting to suspend member states due to military coup or unconstitutional changes of governance? African Union don't see this is independence version 2. What is happening in Africa is not a military coup, is independence version 2. We attained independence version 1 in 1960s when African countries given flags, given anthem, but they didn't given economic freedom. Right now, Africans are demanding economic freedom. So what is happening in many countries right now started with Mali, coming to Guinea, Conakry of Doumbouya, coming to Burkina Faso of Traore, coming to, and of course Burkina Faso started with Damiba. After Damiba, then Captain Traore. Come to Niger of Chian, and it didn't stop there. It went to Gabon. You remember even Chad passed through this revolution. After Chad, Madagascar. After Madagascar, now we are in Guinea-Bissau. If you count those countries, we have almost 8 countries. The number is growing. I'm trying to imagine and to think, what if these countries or numbers will grow? The number of military coups will grow. Now we have almost 8. Let me count. Sudan, come to Chad, Sudan, Chad, to Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Bissau, Guinea, Conakry, Madagascar right now. Now we have 8 countries. The number is growing. And we don't know who will take power tomorrow, because this is a wave of economic independence. It means it will not stop in Guinea-Bissau. It will continue. Try to imagine if more than 30 countries will pass through these revolutions, military coup. It means all of 30 countries will be suspended by the African Union and the regional bodies. If you count numbers, how many countries do we have in the continent of Africa? 54. If you include Morocco, 55. And I mean Sahrawi, 55. If 30 countries will pass through military coup, it means it's more than a half. And these countries will be suspended by the African Union and their regional bodies. What if these countries will say, let us unite? We have been suspended by the African Union. Let us create our own organization. Countries suspended by African Union and regional bodies form their own organization. What will happen to African Union? it means African Union, first of all, will become weak. And next, this also will reorganize. Let us overthrow the African Union. That's what I see in the near future. That's what I see. And I know African Union leaders don't see this is coming. They don't see this is coming. They are saying this is a military coup. That's not military coup. This is a wave of revolution, brothers and sisters. People want economic independence right now. Africans are awakening, demanding economic freedom. They want to benefit from their natural resources. I see if African Union don't tell their friends, African Union leaders, don't tell your friends that the way you are ruling, your life is not longer. If you continue to work with the puppets, or you are working as a puppet, you will not sustain. This generation of Gen Z is not playing with puppets. People have changed, brothers and sisters. People, they see things happening on the ground. Traore is awakening many Africans. Mali is awakening many Africans. Niger. You know, when we say these things, people started to use, junta, whatever, they use bad names. But what is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso has awakening majority of Africans. Because right now, as I speak to you, gold is being processed in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is producing enough food to feed its people. Lithium mine is inaugurated in Mali. No uranium is going to be exported for free to France in Niger. Now the people of Niger are benefiting from their uranium. People are seeing, the bad luck of the current leadership. They are leading these countries or this continent, countries in this continent at the era of science and technologies. What is happening in Mali, people in Madagascar see. What is happening in Burkina Faso, the people in South Africa see what is happening. So you cannot cheat them. In the previous, it is very easy. There's no communication. People didn't see what is happening. Right now, everyone see what is happening. If Traore can do this, why not us? If Burkina Faso can feed itself, why not Malawi? If Goita can say, let us build our own industries, why not Kenya? If Niger can say, France, go out, why not Botswana? So political leaders, they are leading in a bad time. 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 Their days are numbered. So my message to the African Union, please, and these regional bodies, please convene a meeting. When you meet, whether in Addis or somewhere else, don't speak politics. Tell the truth, what the people of Africa want. Otherwise, you will suspend everyone. And after suspending all members, you will collapse because you have no members. You will have no members. So it looks like ECOWAS is like the meat of it's like a pork. In Africa, people who are cooking those things, pork use its own fat for cooking. And that's what I see in African Union. African Union is eating itself. Suspending will not provide answers. Before suspending, tell those who are causing those suspension. Tell those political leaders, stop being useless. Stop looting. Stop hiding money in Europe, in America. Stop it. We will not see military coup. We will not see what they say and constitutional changes. I'm saying this as a warning. Maybe I'm wrong. Of course, African Union will not hear me. They will not care what I'm saying. But in the near future, if they don't change this, they don't tell their leaders, their member states, African Union will collapse. African Union must act as a continental body, not as an angel. African Union, you are not an angel. You are a continental body. Stop acting as an angel. Tell these member states what you are doing is not okay. You are going to be taken out. So I don't know how many numbers African Union are waiting to reach in order to tell political leaders that revolution is coming. I don't know how many numbers African Union is waiting to reach before stopping suspension of member states. Those are my opinions. I'm not okay. I'm not right. That's what I mean. But I see the collapse, the failure of African Union. I see the collapse of African Union and other regional bodies. So let us not speak for too long, brothers and sisters. Those are just my opinions. Those are just my views. But all in all, if you have something you can share with us, please do so through the comment section. If you can share with me, it will be better. I'm waiting to hear your view, your vision. But solution for us is not for African Union. It's for Africans to come together, for political leaders to come together, to unite. That's the only solutions. And I see military leaders are going to unite. We've seen Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso united, and other will join. In the near future, other will join. So we are going to have military union and political union. And obvious military union will win. Military union will win. So African Union, regional bodies, be prepared. Your days is numbered. Change the way you treat people. Change the way you rule. Do what is good and right for the people. So these political leaders, they think they are demigod, but their days are numbered. So let us not speak for too long. Thank you. Have a nice time. I'm not a prophet or related to anyone, but I'm here to share what I see in the future. Military coup within the African Union and regional bodies such as ECOWAS will emerge. I'm saying this because, brothers and sisters, in recent years, West Africa and Central Africa have witnessed the wave of military coup, where it looks like a solution for those who are looting African resources, political leaders who want to stay in power for too long. So military coup has become a solution. We know that, brothers and sisters, both the African Union and ECOWAS have clear a policy that reject military rule, yet coups continue to happen. Why? What fuel these uprising? And how do the organizations respond when military coup take place? So welcome, brothers and sisters, in this video where we are going to look very keenly how a military coup will occur within ECOWAS and also within the African Union. This week, you know that military leaders in Guinea-Bissau took power and arrested the president of that country, President Umaru Embalo. So, and Guinea due to this military coup, Guinea will be suspended from African Union. Guinea will be suspended from ECOWAS, and also will join other countries such as Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea Conakry, Madagascar, Gabon, Sudan. If you count those countries, it started with a few countries. Now you see the growing of military coup within the continent of Africa. So in the near future, we are going to find ourselves that almost 3/3 of African nations are being ruled by leaders who took power, or by military who took power through military coup. And all these will be suspended by the African Union. I'm trying to imagine, what if these countries which are suspended by African Union and the ECOWAS say, let us come together and unite? What will happen? And if majority of these countries will continue to grow, let us try to imagine, maybe a half of the African countries will be under coup, or will be led by a military leader or leaders. What will happen? It means there will be a division among African Union, will be division among ECOWAS. What if these military leaders said one day, let us unite and liberate this continent totally? It means there will be a military coup within ECOWAS, within African Union. I'm not a prophet, as I said, or related to anyone, but if these things continue, if African leaders, political leaders, will not change, we are going to witness the military coup within African Union. We are going to witness military coup within ECOWAS, because I see the growing of military leaders within the continent. Not by accidentally, it's because of the failure of political leaders. Political leaders have failed to deliver what the people, majority, expected. Look right now what is happening in Burkina Faso, brothers and sisters. Within a short time, we have seen Burkina Faso is under construction. Captain Ibrahim Traore took control of all natural resources. Go to Niger, the same. The uranium that has been looted by France, right now the people of Niger are beneficiaries of, or beneficiate from the resources or uranium resources in their country. Go to Mali, brothers and sisters. Of course, you witnessed that recently President Goita inaugurated one of the biggest lithium mine in Mali. You can see the same to Madagascar. So you can see these military leaders, they came to power to make sure that they make things okay on the ground. People have been crying for too long, brothers and sisters. You know, when you see young people sacrifice their lives, move through the Saharan desert, move to Mediterranean Sea, take risk, sacrifice their lives to see how they can cross the oceans and the sea to go to Europe. Not because they want to go to Europe, because difficulties are facing difficulties in the countries. So you can just see. So to help these young people who are dying into the desert, into the sea, drowned to the sea, military leaders have decided to take the decisive actions. So I'm just warning and telling the leaders in African Union, in ECOWAS and other regional bodies such as SADC, Maghreb, also in East African community, if they don't serve the interest of majority, we are going to witness the military coup within the ECOWAS, within the East Africa, within the SADC, within the continental body African Union itself. So, you know, when things happened in Madagascar, I came to this platform. I said, for how long African Union and these regional bodies such as SADC will wait for member countries to be suspended because of military coup? Why don't they tell those who are leading that you are leading in a bad way? Soon you will be taken out by your soldiers. So why don't these leaders in the African Union, in regional bodies, don't tell their friends who are in power that you are ruling in a bad way? And thanks to God that these coups are happening in many African countries. There's no bloodshed. People are not being killed. But imagine if things will go worse the way we see things in Sudan. Just imagine. So I think one of the responsibility of African Union and these regional bodies is to tell those who are in power that the way you are ruling, it is not okay. They should not wait to suspend member states. So how long will you continue to suspend? And how many member states will be suspended by these regional and continental bodies? So you will suspend almost all of them. Just imagine if soldiers and these generals will took power. It means African Union is going to collapse. All members will be suspended. ECOWAS will be no. ECOWAS will be no. African Union, oh SADC. So we need to be vigilant and we need to be careful. I'm sharing this for you, brothers and sisters, especially to those who are in power, to know that one time or one day something will happen. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. I'm just sharing my thoughts because I love this continent. I love the people of Africa. What I want to see, the better Africa, where Africans are beneficiaries of their natural resources. I have no more to share. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Have a nice time. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.